Welcome everybody back to another BOLDcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Avatar: Last Airbender, Book 2, Episode 3. What happened last time? Secret tunnel!
Oh, yeah.
And we return to OMASHU, where it is under Fire Nation occupation.
Not looking good.
Or under siege. We'll see what happens this time. Leave a like, subscribe. Check out patreon.com/BOLDcast. Link in the description. 2 weeks ahead of Uncut, 1 week ahead of edited reactions. Let's see what happens.
Untouchable. Bossing Say is the only great Earth Kingdom stronghold left.
Was that where they just were?
No, Bossing Say?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
We don't even know if Boomy's still...
What? If he's still what? I know you had your heart set on Boomy, but there are other people who can teach you Earthbend. This is about finding my friend.
A secret passage?
A secret tunnel.
Appa! He just flew away. Stinky.
Ew.
I wish Aang was waterbending instead, since he just learned how to waterbend. I guess he's handling the stink.
That wasn't as bad as I thought.
Shut up!
You're trying to be stealthy.
Hey,
Oh my god.
what are you kids doing out past curfew?
We were just on our way home.
Wait, what's the matter with him?
He has pentapox, sir. It's highly contagious.
So awful, I'm dying.
Deadly.
I've heard of Pentapox. We better go wash our hands and burn our clothes.
Good one.
Cute little penta puss.
Tracking your brother and uncling with the royal procession may no longer be an option, no longer be wise, if you hope to keep the element of surprise.
The royal
Spooky
procession is
old
dead weight.
ladies.
If I want to catch my prey, I must be agile. Small, elite team. Time to visit some old friends.
Oh boy.
Let's find Boomy and get out of here.
Where would they be keeping him?
Somewhere he can't earth, somewhere made of metal. There really is no fathoming the depths of my hatred for this place.
Father was appointed governor. We're like royalty here.
Targets are approaching. Take them out.
I thought my life was boring in the Fire Nation, but this place is unbearably bleak. Nothing ever happens.
Well, you're about to get assassinated, so...
The resistance!
Shit. Water whip.
throws them down. She's pretty cool. Ooh.
Oh, didn't get to kill anyone today.
Tylee, could that possibly be you? Azula! It is so good to see you. Please, don't let me interrupt your... whatever it is. Tell me, what is the daughter of a nobleman doing here?
What's
To
that
send
thing
us
in
to
the back?
royal-
Platypus
Oh.
bear.
I have a proposition for you. Remember my old fuddy-duddy uncle? He was so funny. I would be honored if you would join me on my mission. I'm really happy here.
I ran away and joined the
My
circus.
I've never been pinker. I wouldn't want you to give up the life you love just to please me. Of course, before I leave, I'm going to catch your show. Yeah, sure. Of course. Is King Boomy with you guys? Is he leading the resistance?
Of course not. We were prepared to defend our city, to fight for our lives and for our freedom. King Boomy surrendered.
Surrendered. What is he, a traitor?
He asked King Boomy what he wanted to do. He looked me in the eye and said, doesn't matter now. Freedom is worth dying for.
There's another path to freedom. You could leave OMASHU. You're directing all your energy to fight the Fire Nation. You're outnumbered. Now's the time to retreat so you can live to fight another day.
Taken our home, and we have to fight them at any cost.
Living to fight another day is starting to sound pretty good to me.
Everyone, yeah, that's probably better for us.
How are we gonna get them all out?
Suckers! About to come down with a nasty case of pentapox.
Look at these little guys. They're so happy when they get tickled to take off.
Accidentally take someone's eye out.
Make you look sick, but you gotta act sick too. You gotta sell it.
Yeah, like that old man.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Years of practice.
Okay, everyone, into sick formation.
Aren't you coming with us?
No, I'm not leaving until I find Boomy. Sorry, Momo. I'll feed you later.
You like the Airbender versus Earthbender mentalities of like, we have to stay and fight.
Yeah.
And then the Airbender, we should go back and then, you know, take another angle to this.
Like zombies.
Plague! Plague!
What is going on down there?
I saw some kids yesterday who were sick with pentapox.
Pretty sure I've heard of that.
Just sounds just believable
What should we do?
enough.
Drive them out of the city. But don't touch them.
Make sure they all get out of here, every last one.
Flopsy!
Oh. Oh.
How to help me find Boomy? Yep, yep. I guess that doesn't work with you. Let's go.
Oh, Flopsy.
So cute.
Really sad having to work the gate, I guess. Momo. You're playing a dangerous game, Momo.
This child's gonna choke on seeds. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
What is this? What is this, Roger Rabbit?
Oh my god. Momo!
Oh. Oh my freaking god.
Oh,
Oh god, Momo, what have you done?
the baby. Oh my god. Yeah, maybe someone else can adopt the baby and then it won't grow up to be, you know, an evil Fire Nation.
Dictator?
Yeah.
Anything we can do to make the show more enjoyable.
I will.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Incredible. Do you think she'll fall?
Of course not.
Then wouldn't it make it more interesting? Move the net?
The performers.
You're right, you're right. That's been done. Set the net on fire.
Of course, princess.
Oh my god.
Just brilliant. Oh, what kind of dangerous animals do you have? Release them all.
What a terrible person.
Yeah, she's not the best.
We looked everywhere. No Boomy.
We've got a problem. We just did a head count.
Did someone get left behind?
No, there's an extra
We
baby.
have an extra.
Well, now we have a hostage. We exchanged the baby for Boomy.
The resistance has kidnapped my son. Everything's so clever, just like their King Boomy.
It's really weird how the show like portrays the governor and his wife as like just normal people.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Azula, but unfortunately there won't be a show tomorrow. Really?
Yeah, because you burnt everything down.
Is giving me strong hints. Time for a career change.
Strong
I want to
hints.
join you on your mission.
Just as I planned. I'm so
It's like,
sneaky.
I came in and I destroyed her workplace and made it very unsafe and dangerous.
No, bad Fire Nation baby. All right.
Isn't that thing like bladed? I guess not. I always think that the other side is.
Yeah, I thought that it was.
You!
Cute now. When he's older, he'll join the Fire Nation army.
Does that look like the face of a killer to you?
Oh boy.
Messenger Hawk.
It's from the Fire Nation governor. He thinks we kidnapped his son. He wants to make a trade. His son, King Boomy.
I see this as an absolute win.
If it's true.
I realize we're probably walking right into a trap.
I don't think so. Sure, the governor wants his son back as much as we want Boomy. I have a good feeling about this.
I hope so. I hope it's good. Oh. Well, not so good anymore.
Please tell me you're here to kill me. It's great to see you, May. Thought you
ran off and joined the circus.
Azula called a little louder. I have a mission.
Anything to get me out of this place.
I apologize. Come to OMASHU at a difficult time. At noon, we're making a trade with the Resistance to get Tom back.
What did you expect by just letting all the citizens leave? Father has trusted you with this city, and you're making a mess of things.
Forgive me, Princess.
I mean, she's not wrong.
May will handle the hostage trade, so you don't have a chance to mess it up. And there is no more OMASHU, renaming it in honor of my father, City of New Ozai.
Death Squad.
Classic.
Have him in an iron coffin.
He's here. I'm sorry, but a thought just occurred to me. Do you mind trading a 2-year-old for a king? A powerful earth-bending king? It just doesn't seem like a fair trade.
The deal's off.
Whoa! See you all later.
All right, just like
Blue fire. We saw a flash of it in the previous fight.
Avatar.
Oh shit.
great.
My lucky day.
You are quite lucky lately, aren't you?
Hey, where did you come from?
Hang on, we're gonna get you out of here.
We've got to get the baby out of here.
Way ahead of you.
Ah. Ooh.
Stop your blowing for a minute. Now hold on just a while.
She's freaking scary, man. She's not afraid to follow you.
Just like old times, isn't it?
I need to talk to you.
Good to see you too.
What is he gonna say?
Oh my god. It's too bad Aang didn't have some earthbending. He could just put a block on the.
That works.
Yep. Well, maybe.
How are you gonna fight without your bending?
Oh, did she like block it all off?
I seem to manage.
Well, that bending.
There's Aang.
Where's the baby? What? Did you
I don't know what
just
happened.
leave
To him. Maybe he dropped him off somewhere safe.
Joe Alpha. Oh my god.
Ah!
It's lucky there's so many of those around.
She's crazy. He airbend even though he's in that thing. Or earthbend.
You can earthbend?
They didn't cover my face.
I don't understand.
That was all part of my plan.
There are options in fighting called Jing.
There's positive Jing when you're attacking and negative Jing when you're retreating.
And neutral Jing. When you do nothing.
There are 3 Jings?
Well, technically there are 85. But let's just focus on the third. Neutral Jing is the key to earthbending. It involves listening and waiting for the right moment to strike.
That's why you surrendered, isn't it?
Yes, and it's why I can't leave now.
I guess I need to find someone else to teach me.
Your teacher will be someone who has mastered neutral Jing. You need to find someone who waits and listens before striking.
Hey, Momo.
Momo's mastered a few Jings himself. Goodbye, Aang. See you when the time is right.
Interesting.
It'll be interesting seeing Zuko again, won't it, May? It's not just Zuko and Iroh anymore. We have a third target now.
That's
Oh,
nice.
Tom Tom.
Very interesting episode. Mm-hmm. What'd you think of that one?
I feel like that episode was really interesting because I really like the whole thing with the family that's in charge here just being kind of normal. Like they aren't
characteristically evil like that dude on the barge or the Earthbender prison.
Yeah, they're more like they were of some type of nobility and then got like, okay, now we're promoting you basically to now be in charge of this place because they're conquering so many cities and they need to put someone in charge at each of them.
Yeah.
But it is interesting that they, not necessarily that they're good people, but they're much more normal than, a lot of the other Fire Nation leadership positions that we've seen so far. Mm-hmm. A lot less like, oh, we need to...
They're not like Zhao,
they're not as ruthless, other than maybe their emo daughter.
Yeah.
Although she just seems like she just doesn't want to really do much of anything. Mm-hmm. I like that. I love how she's just like super emo, and then the other girl is just like, woo!
Talking about her aura.
Yeah.
She's an astrology
literally
girl to the
ran
core.
away to the circus.
Yeah. Then they all went to like basically a freaking Japanese Catholic school for girls. Like they're all childhood friends and stuff.
Yeah, the whole like, oh, you want to join me? No, I'm just liking the circus right now. All right. Okay, what if we set the net on fire, release every animal, and just made this a terrible experience? Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe I could leave the circus.
The universe is sending me really strong hints that I should go along with you.
Yeah. I love when they like wheel him down and then they just start sending him back up. It was kind of funny.
Azula's ruthless as hell, and she has blue fire, which is really cool.
Yeah. And it's interesting as well, too, because the other two they don't seem like benders.
Yeah.
But one of them is like an acrobat, basically, and then the other one seems to be like, all about like throwing things.
A weapons user of some kind, or more ranged.
Which is kind of cool. And just a bit interesting. And I feel like it balances it out a bit because, in like your 3-person squad, you have to have some variation. If they were all just super powerful fire benders, then it wouldn't be as interesting.
Yeah.
Instead, you have like one super powerful girl that can, bend lightning and blue fire and is just like crazy badass, and then you have someone who's like very happy-go-lucky, flipping around and
a lot of personality,
and can take people out and make them not able to bend anymore. And then someone who's all about weapons, which is kind of interesting. Yeah. I like that trio that has been formed.
I like it. I really like the setup for May this episode as well, because like Azula is like, oh, I gotta assemble my squad, and then she goes to Ty Lee, and it's like a separate thing. You're like, okay, who she's gonna go to next? And they set up May as like the way the episode starts before Azula starts talking about that is it seems like May and her family are going to be like the NPCs or like the sort of the people of the episode that like the story is going to be based around. Like the character of the episode is going to be this like emo girl, like how like with the fortune teller episode there's that one girl and like and Haru and stuff like that. Like maybe we're going to get to her and she's going to like like you with the formula of the show, if you apply the pattern that the show has been going into, the way that I think it's intentional that they start out this episode the way it is, where Aang like saves them from getting assassinated, and then if you're thinking about it at all, or if you've been paying attention to the whole formula and everything, you might think like, oh, there's this emo girl who's like emotionless and kind of cruel, and she's like, her family are just normal people, but they're in this position of power, and there's this occupation, we need to save Boomy, so we're gonna convince her to like
help us
open her heart to like do whatever. But then Azula shows up and she's the third member of the squad, and it's like just if you think about it in the formula of the whole show, it's kind of an interesting reveal when Azula shows up to like recruit her. You could also just be thinking of it like that, where you're just like, oh well, she's probably the third person, but I think it's partly meant to be sort of a subversion of the way that the show has been built up for the whole show, and then for her to then be also a part of that.
It's similar to what we were talking about with the Blue Spirit episode of like this the reveal of that wouldn't have worked as well if it wasn't for the very episodic and contained nature of the show, setting up the expectations that just because someone is important in this episode doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be a recurring character.
Exactly, yeah.
And I do feel like the show uses that to its advantage a lot.
It's really smart. It's really good writing to like play with the expectations to set those up like that. You know.
Yeah.
Especially given the time where no other American shows were like doing stories like this, you know, it was all episodic all the time. So for there to be like this, you know, to break the formula in that way, I think is fun. Anyway, yeah, it's a structural thing, but I hope you're ready for more of Azula's crazy, wacky adventures now with her death squad with her.
Yeah, I like the pentapox as well. That was funny.
Pentapox is nice. Yeah. I think we should just move on.
Yeah.
Let's go. Leave a like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.